Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Still getting set up here. Aviation, the only greatest engineering feat known to man. I'd say that's partially true. It's one of the best things we've done, but we've also gone to space, and I mean, look at all the technology I'm using just to make this. Today we're flying this American Eagle CRJ-900 from Lubbock, Texas, back to Dallas-Fort Worth. Should be a pretty easy flight, about an hour and 7 minutes in the air. I flew into Lubbock this morning from Phoenix. That was fun. A great landing here, in my opinion. FW. And today we're flying as Air Shuttle 5850. Departure runway. 17 right. And then let's enter in that flight plan of Hinker, H-N-K-E-R. And then immediately on to the arrival into DFW. I did see the SpaceX thing yesterday. It was actually pretty cool. I watched it launch live. I only got to watch about first 2 minutes of the flight, and then I had to go to work. But I mean, isn't it like the first launch of people into space by SpaceX or something like that. Oh. Came in using the cross runway. Which one? What runways are active right now in DFW? I don't actually know. Only one way to find out. Okay, they're landing north to south. Alright. Should we use the crosswind? Would that be 13, right? I gotta double check that one. I know all the north-south runways at DFW, but I one crosswind runway. I've only landed on it once. Got to take off on it too, DFW in real life. Yeah, 13, right. There we go. Damn, that's long. Excellent. Going up to flight level 310. Execute. I gotta fill out all this information over here. Speeds. It's really nice that this plane has that automatic. Gets all this information for you, because I can't imagine it's fun in real life, but it's really just boring in Flight Simulator because the numbers don't really have too much meaning. Call that good enough. Still loading up the baggage back here. With today's technology, you can fly a plane remotely from a computer sitting at home. That is true. You could. That's what drone pilots are. I ain't about that, though. I'd rather be in the plane. What's the point of flying a plane if you're not going to be in the plane, you know? It's going to be a bitch of a taxi back. Now that we're just sitting and waiting, I'm gonna eat my sandwich. I got lunch here.
Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Oh yeah, Kobe died in a helicopter crash. You know, funny thing is, I actually saw the same helicopter he was in that crashed in LAX about a year before.
Locking
So, 2019. Yeah, I saw it like January 2019 sitting in LAX. And I got one of the only pictures of it up online, because I couldn't find too many pictures of that exact aircraft. I think it was a November 72 JX or something like that. Just hold on a sec, I'm not ready. Main door's still open. Harlow, bad noise.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Good to hear. Beacon on. Now we...
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
I have played Infinite Flight. Infinite Flight's not too fun. Just because I grew up on Flight Simulator. First Flight Simulator 2004, then Flight Simulator X, and then Infinite Flight came out when I was already... I think I was in high school, or just graduated high school, so I was kind of over mobile games by then. Backs off. Fuel on. Ignition on. Start engine number 1. %, on the N2. There it is. It's weird, you can still hear the engine firing up even though it's already there. The sounds in the gameplay don't quite line up.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
That's just something that happens in flight simulators. It's a simulator. Immediately gonna just jump out of here. Come straight to 31,000.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
To 2.8 Unicom. Throw that other generator off, turn off the APU.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Heat on. Got all that. Now down here. Stab trim test, mock trim, and yaw damper. That'll get rid of all the caution lights. Taxi lights on. You turn this bad boy off. And hop outside the plane for a second. Test. Test. Make sure my yoke is working. Up, down, right, and left. All look good. I should test the rudder. Alright. Parking brakes off. Power up to 50%. Should start moving. Drop 2 notches of flaps. I've never streamed this late in the day, so I feel I'm going to have a different audience than usual for this one. But any audience is a good one, and the chat actually seems to be blowing up. I like that. It's always more fun when you're able to talk to people rather than just sitting here flying alone. It's the whole reason of playing on VATSIM and streaming. I never connected to VATSIM. 5880. What was it? 5850. 50. CRJ-9. There we go. Already in mode C. We have a long taxi to 17 right, so give me plenty of time to get this all set up. Alright, I got 7 people watching right now, from the looks of it on my phone, but I think one of those people is technically me, because I am watching it on my phone, to see what the latency is and to read the chat. So out of the 7 people watching, what's your favorite airplane? Easy question to start with. While I get this stupid thing set up. Up to 31,000. Very easy approach. And we are in 913 FJ. It's not our actual plane, it's just a random CRJ-900 that Air Mesa actually has, because right now the one I'm flying is 574 November, which is a PSA plane. So, a little bit of, or a little lacking of realism there. Alright, 747-400. Beautiful plane. A classic. I've only gotten to fly on 2 of those, and they were both beautiful flights with United Airlines back in 2013. Flew from San Francisco to Osaka, Japan, and back. Oh, it was such a comfortable flight. Landing, it's like you're just floating above the ground, then all of a sudden you're there. It's just unreal how large that plane is. Anything McDonnell Douglas. Well, I'll agree with that to an extent. I love their MD-80 series. MD-11 is a classic. Wasn't too big, and still not too big on the MD-95 or the 717. It's a cool little plane, but it's nothing compared to the MD-90 or MD-80 series. MD-11, though, has a special place in everyone's heart for being one of the only tri-holders out there with the DC-10 and L-1011. Hi, planes guy. When I grow up, I want to be a pilot for Alaska. Well, it's not too hard to do. I work for Alaska right now, and it's a fun company to work for. It's a good one. I think you'd really enjoy your time with them. Shut the APUs off. Or have that open. Get down here to flight control. Turn that on. What else we got here? L-1011, yep, that's a good one. Old PSA plane. Never flew on a 747. Well, sadly your time's running short on the 400, 747-400, but 747-8 should be around for quite some time with Air China, Korean, and Lufthansa, so if you ever go to China, Korea, or Germany, hey, you could get on 747. Not too problem. Oh, that's cool. That your grandpa was a flight engineer on the DC-10. DC-10's a beautiful old plane. I liked it more than the MD-11. The only thing I think the MD-11 has above the DC-10 is, flaps 45 or flaps 50, something insane like that, where they're just basically vertical off the back of the wing. There's some intense flaps on that plane. Throw the strobes on, landing lights on. There's no traffic in the area, so I'm not going to worry about calling. Let's get to flying. Able to see my trim. Trim down a bit. First flaps up. Bring it back to climb power. Turn over to the east, head off to Dallas. Should be a beautiful day of flying. It's always fair weather on my sim. Other notch flaps up. Pull up to bleed off some speed so we don't get above that 250. Off. flaps up. We're all set. Alright, I'm back on the chat. I haven't been paying attention during the takeoff. Wow, we're already at 10,000. At least get to 250 now. And lights off. Let the flight attendants know. And let's keep on going. Let's see what I missed out on. First plane I ever flew on, Boeing 727. What airline? What route? I'd like to know more about that. Can't believe my mom took me up to the pilots to meet and fly flight simulators. Well, that's cool. It's always fun to go visit the cockpit. I still do that. Sometimes when I fly. I've been flying for years and years. Go, 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 go. I went to it. Sound of the engines is really nice. I like them in person a lot more than Flight Simulator, obviously. In Flight Simulator, they sound a little weak, but maybe that's just because the cockpit's so far up. First plane I flew on, I was newborn. So that mean you don't know what kind of plane it is? I don't even know what my first plane what plane that was. It was let's see. I believe October 1999. I flew from Ekaterinburg to Moscow on Aeroflot. I'm not sure on the plane. I think it was a TU-134, but it might have been a 154 as well. But it's up in the air of what it actually is, no pun intended. I know my second flight though. A few days later I flew from Moscow to Los Angeles on an Aeroflot 767-300. That was a fun flight. That was also my immigration into the U.S. It's also the last time I used my Russian passport. Which ironically enough says USSR still on it. United 757. Ah, beautiful plane. One of my favorite planes of all time. So many great memories on those. I used to fly in and out of Portland a lot from San Fran and Chicago. I miss those. Wish they still flew them out here. Wish they still kind of flew them in general. Now they're just used for transcontinental out of San Fran and Newark. Love up there behind us. We're climbing northeast out of there. Flight plan today is a little off. Trying to go up. We have to go north to go back down south to join the arrival into Dallas. I'm guessing it was for spacing this morning because it's a morning flight coming in during a bank. Yeah, my mom says that I wasn't a crier on planes either. I just kind of either was looking out the window excitedly or, yeah, napping. Something soothing about plane engines just puts me right to sleep sometimes, especially if I'm real tired. What software is this? It's Flight Simulator X. Same software. If you're asking about what aircraft software this is, it's the Aerosoft CRJ-900. I'm flying the CRJ-900, but it comes with the 900 and 700 variant. Really great plane. Highly recommend. Hope you have a great flight. Well, thank you. I hope so too. It's looking to be that way. Keep creeping our speed up. Fuel level, so good. I have to turn the anti-ice on. Should do it. Yep. Down to 4 people, including myself. So, which I'm not at all surprised about. Like, who the hell wants to just sit here and watch me, well, do hardly anything for the next hour or so? Only 10 minutes into the flight, so we still got quite some time. Flight Simulator X is from 2009, I want to say. Initial release 2006. Good lord. I remember seeing TV commercials for Microsoft Flight Simulator X and how big of a game it was, and it was a game changer when it came out. But damn, that makes me feel old. 2006. Whew. Got a job at Amazon in Troutdale. Nice. I have a few friends who I was working with at the airport back before they axed all of us. A few of them went over to the Troutdale Amazon distribution warehouse. And yeah, it is just right on the approach to 28 left and right. One of the markers I always look for when I'm flying into PDX when it's westbound ops is Troutdale, because right as you fly over Troutdale, almost all the time, right when they put down the gear, at least on 737s I've found, because I fly into PDX on American a lot. We come out around Mount Hood from the east, start descending, then right over Troutdale, your gear would get put down. So hopefully you get to see a lot of cool stuff like that. You'll get more planes in your life than I am right now. And let's let the passengers walk around a little. Stretch their legs before descent here in probably about 4 minutes. I don't know, 40 nautical miles, so yeah, about 4 or 5 minutes. We're only 13 minutes into the flight. Oh, excuse me. And we're already at cruising. We're already looking at descent. So I should pull up the ILS numbers. And oh Lord. ILS 13 right. So we're looking 109.5 for the frequency. 109.5. Alright. And then we're looking at approach course of 135. I can go ahead and set the course now, so I don't have to worry about doing any of this on approach. And there's a bunch of other stuff to do. I don't give up personal information online. That's one thing I know. Well, happy birthday in a few days. What is your go-to in-flight snack beverage? Ginger ale and pretzels. I like pretzels. Yeah, those little bags of pretzels. Cookies are always good. For drink, I fly a lot of American, and on American they have Dr. Pepper. Always go for Dr. Pepper. If I'm in first class, I'll get a beer or something. Sometimes if I'm on my birthday, when I flew down to Burbank, I got a Jack and Coke. That was pretty good. But usually it's just a Dr. Pepper. I don't like to be drinking while flying. Just because it makes me lose focus on what I'm there to do. Like I just paid $300 to be on this plane. I'm not going to spend the whole time fucked up and then not remember a thing about it, and then forget to film the landing or something. Nah. I can wait to drink once I land on the ground. I'm done with flying for the day. I'll throw back a beer or Moscow Mule or something. Oh, it's okay, Andy. I just don't give out personal information, but no harm in asking. No dumb questions, only dumb answers. I got breadcrumbs all over my damn keyboard. Oh yeah, Southwest sells Monster. I forgot that. Okay, I've gotten a Monster on Southwest before, but I haven't flown with Southwest since 2016, so it's been a while. My day's gone pretty good. Earlier this morning I streamed and flew from Phoenix out to Lubbock. That was about an hour 47-minute flight. A little over 2 hours for the stream. That was a fun morning. And now I'm just on to the second leg of the day, because it's my weekend, no work, so I actually I can spend my day just sitting around playing Flight Simulator. Alright, descend down to flight level 240. Already descending. Aim for about 1,200 feet per minute. On the earlier note about Kobe, wanna look this up. I think I gave the wrong registration for his helicopter. I just have to remember which kind of helicopter. I believe it was the 76. Ah, here it is. Yeah. 72 Echo X-Ray. That was Kobe's helicopter. When Flight Simulator moves my seat around when I'm flying, because it's like I set up a perfect angle to get the best view of panels and the outside, and then one turn and it just fucks it all up. $1,700, 1,800 feet per minute. Doesn't look like we'll make the thing if we keep that up. Wow, they just do factory all the way in. Alright, 290, flight level 240, 230, 17, 13, 10, 75, forward, intercept. Easy enough. Yeah, that sounds like ORD. A lot of American, a lot of United. Just all sitting out there waiting to take off. We gotta make it 2-3. And I'll throw the seatbelt sign back on. Turn off the wing anti-ice, because descending, it's getting warmer. I don't want that extra power to the engines. Flight level 170. Yeah, in Las Vegas you'll see a lot of the LCCs, Frontier, Allegiant, and Spirit. They do make a lot of money flying the poor population to Vegas and back. Alright, 18,000. Off of standard pressure. I don't think anyone likes Spirit. Oh, nice. Maybe I'll check those out sometime. Alright, and now down to 13,000. Alright, more customers for Alaska, I like that. You can see the Dallas-Fort Worth area up here in front of us. And we'll just keep descending right on through to 10,000. And that should be 10,250, yep. Still no ATC for the area. It'll be fun coming into the crosswind runway. I don't think I've actually ever landed on it in Flight Simulator. $2,000 to go. Well, I hope the best for your stepdad. I'm not enjoying these riots anymore. Well, I never enjoyed them. They're just ruining our city. I live in downtown area of Portland, and so far for the past 3 nights I get to go to sleep to gunshots, helicopters, people screaming, and people destroying both my building and all the buildings around, so that now we get to walk out in the morning and see all the destruction that they caused while they go back to their cities and not fuck them up, because they have to come here to fuck everything up. Alright, down to 7,000 now. Landing lights on. What's the next one? 5,000? Yeah, we just set it all the way down to 5,000. So I guess there's just one more turn and then it's just straight into 13. That's pretty nice. About 20 nautical miles out. Go ahead and send that call once it gets closer. Local me too. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, after 5,000. Passing that one, we should probably get ready to land. Turning it on to heading so I can switch over to the localizer. plane grabs it. Second notch of flaps. I think it got the localizer. There it is. Caught the glide slope, and we should be all set now. This is a beautiful DFW airport. Alright, time to see that spike in viewers as the landing hype gets real. Not even 40 minutes into the flight, gear's already down. These quick hops around Texas are always fun. Alright, flaps down, gear down, landing lights on, we're ready to go. And autopilot, disconnect. You don't need the autopilot anymore.
$1,000.
Looks like a good approach. 2 red, 2 white. That's what we like to see. $
500. $400. 300. 200. 100. 50,
Sink rate.
40, 30, 20, 10.
I'd call that a successful landing. Got to use up the whole runway again. Always like that. Now we get the long taxi back to the B gates here in Dallas. I didn't look up what gate to actually use. I'm just going to select a random gate in Terminal B. That's where all the CRJ-900s fly out of. B-18. Alright, no one's gonna hit me. I knew I was setting myself up for a bitch of a taxi with this runway. It's not as bad as the taxi back from 17 left, though. That one takes like 30 minutes. Landed on that runway a few times in real life. Every time it's just such a long wait just getting back to the terminal. Flew from Houston to Dallas on American Eagle, and after we landed 17 left in Dallas, had to taxi all the way over to Bravo gates. Oh my god. there's the international terminal, Terminal D, Dallas. And up here is Terminal B. I think I see my ground crew sitting up over there, waiting for me to pull in. I've never flown on a Delta 900, only Americans 900s. And only with the Mesa. I haven't tried out their PSA 900s yet, which are much newer, must say, because all the Mesa ones are from US Airways. Yep, there's my ground crew. And we're here. Wheel chocks on there. Throw open the doors. Overall, I'd say that was a pretty successful flight. At just over 43 minutes long, or 43 minutes in the air. It's a pretty quick one. I'm not sure where I'll go to next, since now that I'm in a hub I have a lot more choices. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. I appreciate all y'all coming out here to watch, and I hope you'll join me again on a future flight.